Hi everyone, welcome back to our Hugging Face tutorial series. In today's video, we are going to explore one of the most well-known language models on Hugging Face GPT-2 by the OpenAI community. We'll learn how to find the model, explore its space, understand its details, and finally run it directly inside Google Colab and Kaggle notebooks for text generation. Let's get started. Let's begin by opening the Hugging Face models page at huggingface.co/models. From the left sidebar, choose the model category that fits your task. In this example, we'll select text generation. Next, in the parameter section, we'll filter for smaller models between less than 1 billion and up to 3 billion parameters, since we're using Google Colab's free tier, which has limited hardware resources. In the libraries section, select PyTorch or transformers depending on your preferred framework. Once the filters are applied, you'll see a refined list of models that match your criteria. From here, let's choose the OpenAI community /GPT-2 model. Finally, click on the model card to open its details page and explore the model further. At the top of the model page, you'll see several key details. Model name: OpenAI community /GPT-2. Likes: about 2.9 thousand likes from community members. Organization: OpenAI community. You can follow it to stay updated on new releases. Tags: text generation, transformers, PyTorch, TensorFlow, JAX, ONNX, SAFE tensors, English, license, MIT. These tags describe supported frameworks, tasks, and license information. Below the header, you will find three important tabs. Model card. Here you will find the official documentation of GPT-2. It explains that GPT-2 is a transformers model trained on a large English text corpus using causal language modeling, meaning it predicts the next word in a sequence. It also includes links to related papers, model cards, and disclaimers about bias and limitations. Files and versions. This section lists all downloadable files, model weights, configuration files, and SAFE tensor versions along with version history. Community displays community interactions such as discussions, questions, and related projects using this model. On the right side of the page, you'll see usage statistics and integrations. Over 11 million downloads last month. Model size approximately 137 million parameters. Tensor type F32. You can details check the model SAFE tensors. Inference provider section. This shows if the model is deployed on hosted services. The model tree represents all the related and derived models built upon the original GPT-2 base model. It shows how the community and researchers have extended, fine-tuned, and optimized this model for various purposes. A list of spaces using this model, such as Magic Prompt, Stable Diffusion, or AutoGPT, these are live demo apps built using GPT-2. All this information helps you understand how actively the model is being used across the community. Now look for the Use this model drop-down button on the right. This menu shows you different ways to try GPT-2. Libraries. Use it directly in Python with transformers. Notebooks. Run in Google Colab or Kaggle instantly. Local apps. Integrate with tools like VLLM or TGI for local inference. Now, from the drop-down menu, click on Google Colab. This will open the model's usage source code in a Google Colab notebook. Make sure you're signed in with your Google account before proceeding. By default, a notebook appears with this code. The first line installs the latest transformers library. For the next code segment, imports the pipeline class from transformers. Then we create an instance of a text generation pipeline using the GPT-2 model. This line imports two essential classes from the Hugging Face transformers library. AutoTokenizer handles converting text into tokens that the model can understand. AutoModelForCausalLM loads a pre-trained model specifically designed for causal language modeling, which predicts the next word in a sequence used for text generation. This line downloads and loads the tokenizer for the GPT-2 model from the Hugging Face hub. The tokenizer breaks down input text like sentences or phrases into smaller units called tokens, converts them into numerical IDs, and prepares them for the model to process. This line downloads and loads the GPT-2 model words that have been trained for text generation. Now, on the model's detailed description page, you can find the steps to use this model directly through a pipeline for performing text generation. So according to the context you actually generate text, at this line below, the pipe function takes the input string IMA and the parameter max. New tokens equals 5 tells the model to generate the next 5 tokens or words based on that input. The parameter num return sequences equals 1 means it will produce a single output sequence. If you set num return sequences equals 2, the model will generate two different output variations for the same input prompt. Once added, click Run All to execute every cell. It may take some time to execute all the code cells sequentially in Google Colab. While the notebook is running, you can monitor system resources such as RAM, GPU, and disk usage to track performance. Once added, click Run All to execute every cell. You will see GPT-2 produce a completion something like I am a student and a writer, depending on random output. That's how simple it is to run local inference on CPU in Google Colab. Next, let's try the same model in Kaggle notebooks. When you click Use this model and select Kaggle, a similar notebook template opens by default source code. Now add this extra line to generate text. By I'm a max new tokens equals 5 num return sequences equals 1. After that, click Run All. You will see GPT-2 produce its output just like in Colab. It may take some time to execute all the code cells sequentially in Kaggle notebook. While the notebook is running, you can monitor system resources to track performance. This shows how flexible Hugging Face models are. They run seamlessly on different cloud notebooks with minimal setup. And that's it. You have just learned how to find, use, and run the GPT-2 model from Hugging Face for text generation. Thanks for watching and stay updated with more Hugging Face tutorials. See you in the next video.